Hey there, incredible gentlemen. It's so good to be with you all again. And today, we're not just scratching the surface. We're diving deep into a profound truth that, honestly, many men overlook until it feels like it's almost beyond repair. This isn't about your net worth, your physical strength, or the impressive number of followers you've amassed. No, this is about something far more foundational to a woman's soul and a relationship's vitality. Because if the woman in your life, the one you cherish, the one you built a life with, starts to feel unseen, untouched, and uninspired, she will slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, begin to disappear. And this disappearance isn't a dramatic exit, it's a quiet retreat. She withdraws emotionally first. Her laughter becomes less frequent, her sharing less open, her energy less vibrant around you. And then, inevitably, physically, her presence becomes a shell, her touch a formality, until you realize the vibrant woman you knew is just gone. But here's the fascinating, often counterintuitive twist. This isn't merely about the frequency of your intimate moments, the ticking off of a sexual checklist. Oh no, it's far more nuanced, more deeply psychological, and infinitely more powerful than that. It's about how you ignite a deep, simmering craving within her, a profound sense of desire that hums just beneath the surface, often without uttering a single word. Tonight, I'm going to guide you, step by step, strategy by strategy, through mastering this profound art of rekindling and sustaining her desire. Everything we discuss is backed not just by intuition, but by fascinating modern psychology, by real-life examples from countless couples, and by those little secrets women often keep to themselves, until now, when the spark fades, why things go cold. In nearly every long-term relationship, after the initial intoxicating rush of infatuation, there comes a moment when things can feel, well, cold. It's not necessarily an explosion of anger or a dramatic confrontation. It's more often a quiet, predictable silence. A sense of routine settling in, like dust motes in still air. There's a certain lifelessness that creeps into the bedroom, into your evenings together. That vibrant spark you both once shared. The one that made your eyes lock across a crowded room. The one that fueled those passionate late-night conversations. It can seem to just vanish. Kisses become polite pecks at the door. Touches feel almost mechanical, a perfunctory gesture rather than a genuine expression of yearning. You might begin to notice subtle shifts. She stops making that extra effort to dress up for you. Those playful compliments dwindle, and perhaps you too find yourself making less effort. And often, in our human tendency to avoid uncomfortable truths, we tell ourselves, it's just stress, it's just life, it's just a phase. But deep down, in the quiet honesty of your own mind, it's something more profound than that. From a psychological standpoint, this coldness is often a symptom of familiarity breeding complacency, not contempt. The novelty, which initially triggers dopamine and excitement, has worn off. The unconscious mind starts to categorize the relationship as safe and predictable, which, while comforting, can unfortunately extinguish the very flame of desire. You haven't necessarily lost her love. That deep foundational affection and commitment often remain. But you may have unknowingly lost her desire, that electric current of romantic and sexual yearning. And gentlemen, that, my loves, is far more precarious to the vitality of your connection than you might imagine. Love keeps you together. Desire makes you want to be together, passionately and intimately. Reigniting the flame, breaking the pattern. Now, listen very closely to this next part, because it's where we start to truly shift the dynamic. To shatter the routine that's stifling your connection, you must first deliberately, consciously, and playfully break the pattern. Our brains thrive on novelty and surprise, and so does desire. Let's start with something incredibly simple, yet surprisingly effective, something that plays on curiosity and anticipation. Next time you're being intimate, don't strip naked all at once. Leave something on. Maybe it's a piece of alluring lingerie she rarely wears, a pair of unexpected heels, or even your own soft silk shirt that's just a little too big for her. The key is to introduce an element of the unexpected, or even more tantalizing, slowly, deliberately, unzip her jeans, but leave everything else untouched for a delicious moment. Perhaps you slide your hand beneath her shirt, tracing the curve of her waist, before you even think about removing it. Why? Because mystery is incredibly magnetic. It's not just about seeing the body fully revealed right away. It's the slow, tantalizing reveal, the delicious teasing, the sheer power of suggestion and the imagination. Our minds are the most powerful erotic organs. Consider wearing something unexpectedly provocative yourself. A new scent, an open shirt that hints at what's beneath, or simply paying extra attention to grooming. Or, even better, proactively suggest she wears something that genuinely makes her feel beautiful and awakens her own sensual power. Maybe it's a dress she hasn't worn in ages, or a new lingerie set she picked out. Remember, she yearns to feel desired in her full, complex, beautiful self, not merely accessible or taken for granted. This small shift sends a powerful message. I'm not just here for the act. I'm here to savor every moment, to uncover every layer. The Phony affair, reclaiming the chase. Are you ready for a truly bold, exhilarating, and surprisingly effective move? I want you to consider role-playing a phony affair with her. Yes, really. Hear me out, because the psychology behind this is fascinating. Plan a night out. Just the two of you. But with a twist. For this evening, you are no longer the long-term couple. You are two intriguing strangers. Pretend you've just met across the bar or at a friend's party. Encourage her to dress like the woman you first fell for. Perhaps that confident, slightly mysterious, vibrant person you first encountered. Or maybe a version of herself she dreams of being. The goal is to step outside your established roles. You'll be absolutely amazed at how she'll naturally begin to embody the woman she used to be, before the daily grind of dishes, diapers, deadlines, and domestic predictability dulled that incandescent, free-spirited fire. This isn't about actual cheating, of course. This is about consciously and playfully reclaiming the delicious danger, the thrilling anticipation, and the initial unknown that once made her weak in the knees. It taps into the very human desire for novelty and the excitement of the chase, even when you've already caught each other. Women absolutely adore fantasy, those tantalizing what-ifs. But more profoundly, they crave the intoxicating feeling of being chosen, intensely pursued, and utterly devoured by a man who sees them as eternally captivating. This roleplay reintroduces that spark of newness and mutual discovery that can get lost in the comfort of routine. It's about remembering who you were and who you could still be with each other. Location is Foreplay, new settings, new sensations. Let's talk about environment, because it's a far more powerful catalyst for desire than most people realize. Location is Foreplay. Stop confining your intimacy solely to the bedroom, or to the same time every night, or even the same position. Dare to explore. Think about the psychology of sensory input. Our brains associate places with routines. The bedroom, while lovely, can become synonymous with sleep or even arguments, or simply the usual. But imagine the sudden rush of adrenaline and dopamine when you choose the unexpected. The kitchen counter after a late dinner, the hallway wall just as you walk in the door, that cozy, rarely used spot on the living room couch, or a spontaneous, planned-in-advance hotel room getaway. New smells, different textures against the skin, shifting shadows and ambient light. All of these awaken and keep her senses exquisitely heightened. They break the ingrained neural pathways of routine and force her mind to be fully present and alert. Routine, my dears, is often the silent killer of eroticism because it leads to predictability and a lack of conscious engagement. But a simple, thoughtful change of scenery that can bring the passion roaring back to life, making every touch feel new again, every kiss more urgent. It tells her, I'm not just checking a box. I'm passionate about us, everywhere. Exploring her body and yours, the path to deeper pleasure. Do you truly aspire to be a deeply unforgettable lover? Then you must first deeply understand your own pleasure and hers. This isn't just physical, it's psychological liberation. Let's be clear. Masturbation is not shameful. In fact, for both partners, it's a powerful strategy for self-discovery and heightened awareness. When a woman truly understands what makes her body sing, what leads her to orgasm, what textures and rhythms ignite her, she can then beautifully, confidently, and explicitly guide you. This removes guesswork and empowers mutual pleasure. And when you, as a man, become intimately familiar with your own rhythms, your unique triggers, your limits, and your own body's language, you become an incredibly present and adaptable force in the bedroom. You're not just performing, you're engaging with a deep understanding of pleasure. Consider introducing toys into your intimacy, not as a replacement for you, but as an enhancement, a shared adventure. Explore different textures: silk, fur, ice, warm oil. Experiment with positions that challenge gravity and add an element of playful adventure and novelty. And please, never, ever forget this crucial point. The most potent sex organ she possesses is her mind. Speak to it deeply and passionately. Engage her imagination, her desires, her sense of self. Sensory domination, heightening every sensation. Here's a profound secret for enhancing intimacy, one that taps directly into how our brains process pleasure. Take away one sense, and the others sharpen, becoming incredibly acute, almost hyper-aware. This is about creating a truly immersive, primal experience. Blindfold her. This simple act immediately heightens anticipation and removes visual distractions, forcing her to rely on other senses. Play evocative music that sets a mood, something sensual and ambient in her ears. Then, perhaps, slowly run an ice cube along her skin, from her collarbone down to her inner thigh, feeling the shiver. Whisper your deepest fantasies, your most primal desires for her, directly into her ear. Drip warm wax, safely of course from a low-temperature candle designed for skin, onto her, feeling the surprising heat and then the cooling. Use soft feathers, luxurious massage oils, or even the profound impact of complete focused silence, amplifying every touch, every breath. Anticipation is the most underrated aphrodisiac. Do not rush the experience. Make her tremble with exquisite expectation. Build it up. She doesn't just want quick friction. She craves the richness of sensation, the slow build, the delightful teasing that promises immense pleasure. This isn't just about the act. It's about the journey of feeling. Mental turn-ons igniting her mind. You want to truly drive her wild? To engage her desire on a level that goes beyond the physical? Then talk to her, not just during intimacy, but throughout your days. This is about cultivating a constant hum of connection and playful eroticism. Make a fantasy list together, openly and playfully, discussing desires you might explore. It builds trust and adventurousness. Read erotica out loud to each other, taking turns, letting the words paint pictures in your minds. Send her a playful, unexpected meeting request for sex on her work calendar, with tantalizing bullet points that hint at the night to come. Add calendar notes to her phone that read, "I'm going to ruin you tonight, 8 p.m., or prepare to be adored tonight." Make her laugh, make her blush, make her breathless with anticipation, all from a simple message or conversation. Foreplay, my friends, does not and should not begin only when you step into the bedroom. It starts much earlier, with genuine curiosity about her desires, with your confident intention, and with words, spoken, whispered, texted, that make her feel like the most desired, most fascinating, most beautiful woman alive. It's about demonstrating that her mind is as captivating to you as her body. The power of the mirror, seeing herself through your eyes. Here's a profound secret most men may not realize, and it taps into a woman's deeply ingrained desire for validation and self-perception. Women desperately want to see themselves through your eyes. Your gaze, your admiration, is a powerful mirror. During intimacy, especially if you have a comfortable dynamic, subtly position yourselves in front of a mirror. It doesn't have to be a performance. It can be a moment of shared intimacy. Watch her. Watch yourselves together. Observe the beautiful way your bodies move in sync, the natural elegance and passion. Watch the subtle, then profound shifts in her expression as she feels pleasure, as she lets go, as she connects with you. This isn't about vanity. It's about empowering her. By seeing herself through your adoring, desiring eyes, she begins to internalize that perception. She'll start seeing herself the way you genuinely see her, undeniably sexy, absolutely divine, utterly worthy of worship and intense pleasure. And that, gentlemen, is a truly transformative power. It strengthens her confidence, deepens her self-worth, and allows her to fully embrace her own sensuality within your shared experience. It's a gift you can give her just by witnessing her. Make her want you again. Lead with desire. So after all this, how do you truly make her want you again with that intense, burning, undeniable desire that transcends mere habit? You don't beg for it. You don't chase frantically in a way that feels desperate. You certainly don't blame her or yourself for what might have gone cold. Instead, you lead. You become the man who expertly awakens her body with intention and presence, and beautifully quiets her mind from the daily noise and worries. The man who makes her laugh from her soul with genuine connection, and makes her moan with unbridled passion and release. The man who isn't afraid to explore new territory, to touch with deep mindfulness, to slow down and savor every exquisite moment, and to speak his deepest desires and truths, both verbally and through his actions. Because when a woman feels truly, genuinely desired, not just simply loved, though love is crucial, she becomes yours in every profound way that truly matters. She opens up completely, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Spice in a relationship isn't about cheap tricks or fleeting gimmicks. It's about unwavering, conscious attention. And when you give that attention fully, with your entire presence, your playful spirit, and your genuine pursuit of shared pleasure, she will not only burn for you again, but her flame will become brighter and more consistent than ever before. If this resonated with you, if it sparked something deep within you, please like this video. It truly helps the channel grow and reach more men who need to hear this powerful, transformative message. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the art of profound connection and lasting desire. I'll see you in the next video.
This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The content shared is based on personal experiences, psychological studies, and general relationship advice. It is not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, or relationship counseling. Individual experiences may vary, and it's important to communicate openly with your partner and seek professional guidance if needed. Viewer discretion is advised, as this video discusses topics related to intimacy and relationships. If you have any health concerns or medical conditions that may affect your intimate life, please consult a qualified healthcare professional before making any changes. By watching this video, you acknowledge that the creator is not responsible for any personal decisions or outcomes resulting from the information provided.